Coming up, there was an officer-involved shooting in Knoxville that took the life of a deputy. And we got a first-hand look at how Harlan County is cracking down on drug trafficking.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 6:30 on October 3rd. Now let's check in with Chief Forecaster Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. Brandon, another beautiful day ahead. Those warmer temperatures, though, I know we're not going to get to experience those for too much longer.
Nope, we got some big changes coming in. I'm all for them.
I'm going to need like a parka this weekend.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It is fall. It's supposed to be chilly, okay? And not the food that you eat. And anyway, let's talk about the forecast as we head through the next few days, and we're going to see some big changes. This morning, though, a little patchy fog out there. Some temperatures conditions less than 5 miles per out there of visibility. So that means some pretty dense fog in some spots, like Harlan, Logan, Ashland, Somerset, Williamsburg, Jacksboro, Middlesboro. And we know it's pretty bad here in Hazard, too. You can look at it from Buffalo Mountain down in the valley and see that it's pretty foggy here in town. So 54 up there, 54 in Hazard, 58 in Harlan, down to 49 in Clintwood, 58 in Prestonsburg, 54 in Irvin, 55 in Somerset, 56 London and Middlesboro, and 62 in Monticello, the warmest spot in the region. To about 85 this afternoon. Lots of sunshine. Get out there and enjoy it. A couple more nice and mild days before, again, another system will impact our weather in a big way toward the end of the week. Olivia?
Thank you, Brandon. Yesterday, a Tennessee deputy died after being shot in the line of duty, according to Knox County Sheriff Tom Spangler. After responding to a domestic call in West Knoxville, he was shot late Sunday night. He later died at UT Medical Center. He was just 29 years old. Blakely leaves behind a wife and 5-year-old son. He joined the Knox County Sheriff's Office back in 2021. Law enforcement from all over East Tennessee gathered for a prayer visual, flashing their lights, showing support for a family and department that needs it. In Whitley County, an investigation is underway after an inmate's death this past weekend. Kyle Barton was an inmate at the Whitley County Detention Center. Sheriff Bill Elliott says Barton was taken to Baptist Health Corbin on Saturday before being transferred to UK Hospital. Barton died early Sunday morning. His cause of death is under investigation. Since he started as Harlan County Sheriff in January, Chris Brewer says there have been about 90 total drug trafficking cases in the county. And yesterday, the Harlan County Sheriff's Department, along with other agencies, went on a drug roundup to address the issue. WYMT's Jack Demler tagged along with Sheriff Brewer to learn more about an issue that many community members are fed up with.
When Chris Brewer took the role of Harlan County Sheriff, his goal was to address drug-related crimes in the area.
Drug trafficking is probably the worst. I've seen it in Harlan County.
And on Monday, Brewer and 5 other agencies teamed up for drug trafficking roundup.
The communities are just being riddled with drugs. The citizens, they have to see it every day. Me and the sheriff's office just came together really and just decided to try and put a dent in it. You'll never stop it. But the citizens deserve to see a proactive police force in the county to combat it.
The Sheriff's Department also receives anonymous tips from members of the community.
So the community, the good people out here that's making a stand for their community, without them, we couldn't do it.
But for Sheriff Brewer, minimizing the drug impact throughout Harlan County goes well beyond getting the people in cuffs and behind bars.
There's no way that we're going to be able to arrest ourselves out of this problem. It's going to take time. It's not going to be something that's going to be overnight. So that's why I'm really big on doing things with the youth. Like I said, educating them. And if we've got a group of 10 kids, and if 1 out of 10 were successful of making sure they don't go into a drug lifestyle, then it's worth it.
Being proactive in minimizing a problem the community is fed up with. In Harlan County, Jack Demler, WYMT Mountain News.
Brewer hopes these drug roundups will occur every quarter of the year. For more information on the way Sheriff Brewer and the county are addressing the issue, look for the story on our website. A Knox County man is behind bars following a drug trafficking investigation. During a search of a home last week, the Knox County Sheriff's Department found 2 pounds of suspected meth, numerous fentanyl tablets, and 2 sets of digital scales. 31-year-old Harold Mills of Scalf was arrested and charged with 2 drug trafficking charges and possession of drug paraphernalia. He was taken to the Knox County Detention Center. We now know who the remains found last week in Moorhead belonged to. The Rowan County coroner says the medical examiner's office identified the remains as 55-year-old Brian Wayne Doyle of Cynthiana. Moorhead police began searching the area a week ago when someone found a skull. Crews continued searching the area the following day as well. A man who wandered away from a minimum security prison in Bell County has been caught. James Baker was taken into custody around 9:30 yesterday morning. State police say officials with the Bell County Forestry Camp made the arrest about 7 miles from the prison. Baker was arrested without incident and taken back to the prison. State police say he will face additional charges. Yesterday afternoon, Interim State Commissioner of Education Robin Fields Kinney gave an introductory press conference at the Kentucky Department of Education offices in Frankfort. Kinney is from the Commonwealth and graduated from Western Hills High School in Frankfort. She's a UK graduate and a licensed attorney in Kentucky and Florida. She says as interim commissioner, her charge is to, quote, keep the train on tracks, keep progress moving, and continue to support existing programs for Kentucky students. Kinney also says in the upcoming state legislative budget session, she will request more funds for the areas of transportation and preschool. The Housing Development Alliance was created to build and rehab homes for low-income families. However, for the last 14 months, the organization has been instrumental in flood recovery. So far, the staff has rehabbed 40 homes, completed 12 builds, with 12 more in construction, one being the Combs family home they broke ground on a few months back. Yesterday, I was able to check in on its progress. When the Combs family broke ground on their home in July, this is a part of the story that Wilma Combs, the mom of 5, shared with me.
It's been rocky. It's been a lot of displacement. We've been all over the place. We've been in Stanton. We have been in Jackson. We have been in Hardshell. We have been in Powell County. And
just a couple of months later, the Housing Development Alliance staff is making great progress on the home. Lead carpenter Stephen Hurt says helping people like the Combs is what it's all about.
I guess the most important thing that we're all shooting for is to get these people back in the home. You know, that they lost everything they had, you know, and our goal is to try to do as much as we can, as quick as we can, to help those people out.
And quick is exactly what they are doing, going from foundation to looking like a home in a matter of a week, since the official building began towards the end of September. Mindy Miller says their carpenters are a blessing.
They realize how important it is that that family gets into a new home, and that this family in particular, they've got 5 kids. So, you can imagine what it's like moving from place to place, not knowing where you're going to be next with that many children. And also, we have at least one member of our crew who's a flood survivor herself.
Her name is Sarah Wetmore, an HDA framing carpenter who says she understands. And that is why she wants to help families like the Combs.
I know what they lost and how important it is to have other people pitch in and help them when they don't have anything. They're starting all over, most of them.
And there is plenty of positive progress. Miller says the kids picked out their bedrooms, and HDA staff is hoping the family can move in around Christmas. The Housing Development Alliance is also committed to numerous homes for the various higher ground projects, and they are expecting to start building homes in the Chestnut Ridge community in Knott County at the beginning of 2024. More than 30 organizations were handed hundreds of thousands of dollars to go toward opioid treatment, recovery, and prevention programs. The Attorney General's office announcing the grants at the Capitol yesterday. For the last several years, the Commonwealth has battled an unprecedented rise in addiction-related issues due to the ongoing drug crisis. The AG's office secured more than $800 million from the companies responsible for their role in the drug epidemic.
With a commitment to be accountable, available, and transparent for the way in which this money is going to be delivered, with an emphasis on grassroots, community-based organizations that have done heroic work for a long time with meager resources. And we are immensely proud, along with our other commission members who are here today, to count y'all as partners in keeping that commitment to our fellow Kentuckians.
In the last 3 years, we have lost more than 7,600 Kentuckians to an overdose. One World War II veteran got to celebrate a big milestone Monday. Oakley Hacker served in the Navy during World War II, and now he is 107 years old. Senate President Robert Stivers was in Hazard to honor him, as he is the oldest known World War II veteran in Kentucky. He says working alongside Hacker's daughter and putting this together has been special.
I've known his daughter for years, reached out and worked with her on this day. Son-in-laws were here. Many members of this community here at the Veterans Center in Hazard came out to support Oakley today. And I think that's a testament to him, to his age, his life experiences, and he being a veteran, a World War II veteran.
Hacker provided gunnery support during D-Day in 1944 when more than 150,000 Allied troops landed on the beaches of Normandy, France, as part of the largest seaborne invasion in history. He is from Clay County and bought and sold cars until he was 92 years old.
.642, and we're looking at, again, daylight trying to break on I-75 there near Mount Vernon this morning, and you see it's not a bad looking day down that way. Light traffic, not too much to tell you about. 48 Clintwood to 62 in Monticello out there this morning. So again, a little bit of a difference. Mostly 50s out there for the most part, low to mid 50s to upper 50s, 60 in Jackson, 59 Moorhead, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Logan, and 58 in Harlan this morning. Out the door forecast, well, we're going to see some more sunshine today, some more warm temperatures today. Enjoy that, because again, I keep saying this, changes are coming. Olivia?
Thanks, Brandon, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:43. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz forces the question of who should be Speaker of the House of Representatives. Stay with us for more details.